One of the questions I am asked most often by clients who reach out to us from our YouTube videos is, which city would you choose when it comes to living in the Temecula Valley? And that answer varies depending on what you're looking for. But today I want to share with you the top 7 reasons that people are moving to Wildomar, California. This is honestly probably the city right now that we're talking about the least, but has potentially some of the most upside potential to it. And so I want to discuss those 7 reasons to see if Wildomar might be the best choice for you. Hey guys, I'm Andrew Lewis, your local Temecula Valley realtor, and this channel is dedicated to all things living in the Temecula Valley, from new construction tours to neighborhood spotlights to new things coming here to the valley. I want you and your family to know exactly what it's like living here before you make the move. Thanks for tuning in today. Let's dive in. As I mentioned, Wildomar is probably one of the least talked about cities here in the Temecula Valley, and that's simply just because it's been such a rural place for such a long time. It's the least developed out of Murrieta, Temecula, Winchester, Wildomar, Menifee. It's the least developed and has potential to be the biggest growth spot here in Southern California in the very near future. So I want to break down those 7 reasons why people are moving here. Let's get into it. Reason number 1 that people are moving to Wildomar, California is due to affordability. So not only is the Temecula Valley significantly cheaper than San Diego, LA, Orange County, our surrounding territories, but it's actually one of the least expensive in all of the Temecula Valley. So if you're comparing it against Murrieta, Temecula, Winchester, it's going to be one of the least expensive options. In fact, you could find yourself saving 10 to 15% on the same exact home just because it's located in Wildomar, because Wildomar at this point is just a little underdeveloped. So if you're looking to get into a space that has a ton of land right now, a lot of greenery, some beautiful views, Wildomar's a great spot. Now over time it will be developed. We're going to discuss a little bit of some of that. So you will start to see some things kind of close in over time, but it's really a great bang for your buck right now because you're going to save yourself a significant chunk of change, right? We're talking maybe $100,000 less for a home in Wildomar than some of the other Temecula Valley homes. Reason number 2 is the small town feel. Now I talk all the time about how Murrieta and Temecula both feel like small towns, but they have a population over 100,000. Now that is not the case in Wildomar, where the population is still under 40,000. So if you are looking for what really feels like a small town, Wildomar is the great option for you. Under 40,000 in Southern California is a very, very small town. So if you're looking to feel like you know everybody and walk into a restaurant and recognize just about everybody there, Wildomar is going to give you that feel. And again, I always say, like I said earlier, Murrieta and Temecula feel that way. It's just got 100,000 people. So you feel that small town, but Wildomar really feels like it and even looks like it because, again, it's underdeveloped. There's just not a lot there. And even alongside of that small town feel, you still have access to shops and entertainment. They're not directly in Wildomar at this point, although there is more coming to be built there, but you can just do a quick drive down to Murrieta or even Temecula to catch some of those entertainment amenities or even some of those restaurants that you might miss by living in Wildomar. Reason number 3 is the expanding development inside of Wildomar, both on the residential and on the commercial side. So new home communities are springing up all over Wildomar right now, and that's because the land is less expensive than Murrieta and Temecula. In fact, Murrieta and Temecula are almost fully built out, and that's pushing the pressure mostly up into Menifee. And now that Menifee is starting to be built up, it's pushing pressure into Wildomar as well. And so we're starting to see some of these new communities being developed. And so there's even some great communities with covered RV garages and some really great floor plans on larger lots than you might find in other spaces in the Temecula Valley. So some great new developments as far as builders coming to the area. And then there's new commercial developments coming in. There's a Kaiser Hospital. There's new things coming in that are going to allow you to have jobs within Wildomar. Now, not a ton. You're probably still going to need to commute if you're going to live in Wildomar, but you're still going to have some good opportunities for employment in Wildomar as new things are coming in. And then we've also got new retail shops and restaurants slated to be built that are gonna start to bring in some more of that entertainment feel. Now, Wildomar doesn't desire to have the same feel as Murrieta and Temecula. So if you come visit here and you like Murrieta and Temecula, Wildomar's goal is not to get there. You're not expected to see a Best Buy and a Home Depot and a PetSmart all in one shopping center there. It's going to have a little bit more of that small town feel to it, and they want to keep it that way while bringing in some new residents and some new projects along the way. Reason number 4 is the convenient location for commuters. If you are someone that is going to live in Wildomar and need to commute down south into San Diego or up north into LA or Orange County, this is a great spot for you. There are places in Temecula that are really close to the freeway and make it easy, but there are places in Temecula that are 25 minutes away from the freeway. So not only do you have 25 minutes to the freeway, but you've got a ton of traffic once you actually hit the freeway. Wildomar's just not that large, and so at any given point, you're maybe 10 minutes away from the freeway at your furthest, and then you've got quick access to the 15 freeway. And the cool news is if you're headed north on the 15 freeway during rush hour traffic in the mornings headed out of there, you're actually already past where most of the Temecula traffic is. So you're passing by that. You will hit some traffic into Corona as you transition into Orange County, but you do get to skip a little bit of that. So it's a really great location for commuters because you're pretty close to freeway access just about anywhere you live inside of Wildomar. Reason number 5 are some of the recreation and outdoor activities that Wildomar offers. Now, Wildomar borders the Santa Rosa Plateau, which has miles and miles of hiking trails, biking trails, you name it, you've got it there. So if you want to ride a mountain bike, you want to ride a road bike through some of those roads, or you even want to hike, you've got some opportunity there. And you even have access in the Santa Rosa Plateau to some adobes that were built back in the early 1800s. So some cool history, some cool views, and lots to do there. Not to mention the community does put on several events a year. Now they're not as large as the surrounding cities offer, again, because of the population side of things, but you do have some community events, some campouts in the park, some community-wide things that they put on and sponsor together to bring that community together and keep it feeling like a small town. Number 6 is that Wildomar is a business-friendly environment. And now I just said that I wouldn't expect to see it look like Murrieta Temecula, so it's not going to bring in probably the Home Depots and things along those lines, but you are starting to see some retail shopping centers and some restaurants come in, and people are putting things there mainly because Murrieta Temecula are fully built out and the lease is much cheaper right now in Wildomar. And so you've got a lot of people building there, taking advantage of lower rents for their commercial spaces, for their retail spaces. It's much easier to start a business there. So if you're looking to be an entrepreneur, start your own business, you need a space, you want a restaurant, you want a bakery, you want an auto shop, Wildomar's a really great place to locate that because you're taking advantage of 200,000 people that live in Murrieta and Temecula, and you get the less cost on your rent for that community inside of Wildomar. So it's a really great place for business-friendly activities and, again, small business-friendly activities. Reason number 7, lastly here, is the investment potential, the potential growth that's going to come with Wildomar. So you can buy a house for significantly cheaper than you can in Murrieta and Temecula, and that is great news. But guess what? As Wildomar continues to get built out, you can expect to see that gap between those prices close up a bit. And so that means if you're looking for a place to put your money right now, the best bang for your buck here in the area, Wildomar is absolutely one of those options where you're gonna get in at a great price right now, and then 10 years down the road, you're gonna look back and not even believe how much money you've made off of that investment. And so this is a great place to park that money if you're looking for the growth in your real estate investment. Now, of course, Murrieta and Temecula and surrounding cities are going to increase on average 5% a year, and you're going to see the same in Wildomar, but we expect as things continue to grow, continue to be built out, more businesses come to Wildomar, that's gonna basically take off and have a more explosive growth. And so the city of Wildomar has actually doubled its population size in just the last 10 years. And so we can expect to see that continue to grow as the years come and more residential developments go in, which means higher property values for residents, which means a much better investment for you if you're looking to buy it now. So that's it for our top 7 reasons that people are moving here to Wildomar, California. I hope you enjoyed today's content and found it at least somewhat useful and helpful. If you have questions about moving to Wildomar or surrounding cities, or you're just curious about what it's like to live here, continue to watch some videos, but feel free to reach out to my team. You can give us a call, you can shoot us a text, you can email, or you can even schedule a one-on-one Zoom call with someone from my team. We'll sit down with you, answer any questions you have, and talk to you about living here in the Temecula Valley and help you decide which area is the best for you. Maybe it's Wildomar, you want the bang for your buck, and we can help you decide that, or maybe you want to seek something different and we can help you identify that as well. So feel free to reach out to us. We would love to help you with the process. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll see you next time.